Here's the other type of externality that can exist. Here's the other one. Negative. And then you have positive. So there are two types of externalities. You have negative and then you have positive. And this is when the consumption or production imposes an extra benefit. And notice the difference here. That is not captured by the market. So, positive externality, the consumption or production imposes an extra benefit that is not captured by the market. So with this one, the firm, the consumer is engaging in an activity. They themselves get a particular benefit from it, but by engaging in the activity, they have an extra spillover benefit to society that they have not considered. Taking some examples. So you engage in the activity for you, for your own benefit, but by doing that, you have an extra benefit or spillover to society.
What if dumping beer pong and I recycle my beer can?
I'll take it.
More beer next week.
I'll take that one. Yes?
When you plant trees to manufacture paper.
I'll go ahead with that.
You make sell electric cars.
Say that again?
You sell electric cars.
I'll take that one too. Anything else?
What if you adopt a vegetarian diet?
Okay.
What if you?
I'll put it there for now. We're not gonna get into the conflicts of so on. I'll take it. Yes?
Oh, beekeepers? Beekeepers?
Yeah, that's so a beekeeper, and the example here is you'll have the bee, and then I know science very well, so I'm gonna batch this up. They put the pollen in their little legs and it drops over to orange orchid, so on. Yeah, I'll take it. What is it called? Pollination?
Yeah.
Not very good at science, but absolutely. Beekeeper right beside an orange orchid, for example, I would agree. Or that's a positive externality. What about if you get a vaccine or a flu shot? Yeah? So you're getting a vaccine for tuberculosis for you. You're not getting a vaccine for tuberculosis because you're worried about everybody else. But by getting that particular vaccine, you're not contagious, you don't get the disease, so you indirectly protect society or have a spillover benefit.
What about when you adopt a cat?
Alright, we're gonna take all of those. I argue that education has a spillover benefit to society. You become more educated, you're less likely to commit crime, you're less of a burden to society, so on and so forth. So I argue that education has a positive spillover effect. You're getting educated, you're here 9 o'clock at night for you, not because you're worried about society. But by doing that, you engage in an activity that has a positive spillover effect for the entire nation. Okay? So graphically, here's how we depict this. So this one is for positive. So this one is for positive externality. No. You engage in an activity that gives an extra benefit overall to society. Now, extra benefit, spillover benefit, is that something that's going to affect production, which is a supply, or is that something that will affect demand? Which means the supply curve is really just the social marginal cost. That already takes into consideration all the necessary elements you need for private and external costs. However, when you get the vaccine, you do it for yourself. You do it as a private benefit. So you're doing that for you. You're not taking into consideration the spillover effects. When you undertake a vegetarian diet, you do that for you. You're not taking into consideration the spillover benefits. So everything is the private benefit. Now, if you were to internalize that extra benefit, then this is what would happen. And here is what is appropriate for society. Now, compare the Q private and the Q social. What can we say about markets, or goods or services that have a positive externality? Compare the quantities, Q social and Q private. We tend to have an underproduction or underconsumption of those particular goods. That's why we have empty seats in the class. Yeah? So goods that have positive externality, we tend to have an underconsumption. Goods. Yeah? Under allocation of resources associated with markets with positive externalities, unlike with the negative externality.